You guys have been asking for it, man. And finally, I have delivered. Courtesy of ProWrestlingTees.com, you can now own the official WWE Off the Script t-shirt. And to get yours today, all you got to do is simply go to www.ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript, and you now can represent the #1 fucking source for all WWE right here on YouTube.com. www.ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. And remember, hashtag fuck those other guys, man. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is WWE Off the Script, episode number 83, part number 1 to start your Night of Champions 2015 week off the right way, man. Unfucking believable, man. We're finally here. Night of Champions is this coming Sunday on the WWE Network, and we're going to kick off the weekend the right fucking way, man. The only way we know how, and that is with the #1 fucking source for everything WWE right here on YouTube.com, man. Thank you so much for spending your weekend, your Friday, with me right here on Off the Script. Today, we're going to talk about, like we do each and every Friday before pay-per-view, we're going to review the pay-per-view, or we're going to preview the pay-per-view, I should say. The review is going to be on Sunday after it goes off the air live on the WWE Network. Today, we're going to do the preview. Going to give you my predictions. Going to go over what I'm hearing about the pay-per-view. We're going to go in-depth about the match card and each individual match. And then we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw and the fucking nightmare that it was. I had sleepless nights for 4 straight days because the big show was in the fucking main event of Monday Night Raw. It wasn't against John Cena. It wasn't against Cesaro. It wasn't against Seth Rollins. It wasn't against Kane. It wasn't against Roman Reigns. It was against Sting. Of all the fucking people that WWE has on their roster for the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, the season premiere, they give us the Big Show versus Sting in the main event. And then you want to know why Monday Night Raw is a fucking sinking ship. It is the Titanic of the wrestling industry. Seriously. We'll talk about it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to rant and rave yet. We'll talk about it towards the end of the video. But we'll go over Night of Champions. Before we do that, I want to make a quick note. Okay? #1. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, Twitter is the place to be, man. At JD from NY206. I will be tweeting about the pay-per-view. I will be tweeting live during the pay-per-view. And if you guys want to keep up to date on everything I do, whether it's video game related, videos, WWE, Twitter's the place to be, man. At JD from NY206. If you guys want to donate to the show, link is down in the description below. Thank you guys very much for those who have donated. And also, quick reminder, and I got an email about it a couple of days ago, and I want to make you guys well aware that my guys over at WrestleRumble.com, they did something for SummerSlam, and they're doing it again for Night of Champions, man, because SummerSlam was so successful for them. And I'm entering. I'm already in it, man. I'm in the pool. WrestleRumble.com. Put your knowledge to the test. Have some fun with the pay-per-view, and you can win cash money. First place, not only do you get cash money, but you get a choice of whatever t-shirt you want on ProWrestlingTees.com. So you know what that means. You go to WrestleRumble.com. You enter in your information, you enter the pool, you guess the winners and the times of each match at the pay-per-view and whatever else surprises they're going to ask you. You're going to win the cash money, and then you're going to go over to ProWrestlingTees.com. You're going to tell the guys over at WrestleRumble.com, listen, bro, I want the off-the-script WWE JD from NY t-shirt, man. That's all you got to do. So if you guys are going to go over to WrestleRumble.com, enter, you're going to win money, and you're going to get a free t-shirt, man. And I expect one of you guys to win it and pick the off-the-script t-shirt as your free t-shirt of choice, man. So go over and do that. Going to be a great time. I'm in it, and it's a great way to have fun during the pay-per-view. So WrestleRumble.com, all right? Now, let's get into the preview, guys. All right, the following is the final confirmed card for WWE Night of Champions, airing on Sunday, September 20th, live from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Now, if you guys missed my Behind the Mic episode number 10, that is my podcast away from my podcast. We talked in discussion, or in depth, about how Night of Champions is no longer a special event to the WWE, man. When it was first introduced, when it was, you know, an original idea, WWE had this idea, listen, we're going to have every fucking championship on the line during this pay-per-view, and it's going to be prestigious. If I could use that word, prestigious. WWE had the right idea, man. This could have been, if WWE let it happen, could have been one of the big 5 of the year, man. They got rid of King of the Ring, which we discussed in the video. I don't know why. I wish they would bring it back. I would fucking give my left testicle for the fucking King of the Ring to be brought back to pay-per-view as a mainstay every fucking June. But it won't happen. I don't know why. But WWE apparently and Vince McMahon don't like tournaments because you guys are saying in the comment section it's too UFC-like. Whatever the reason may be, Vince doesn't like tournaments. It's fucking idiotic. It's really idiotic. So, without the King of the Ring, Night of Champions could have been a very, very good 5th pay-per-view out of the big 5. You had the Royal Rumble, you got WrestleMania, you got SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and then Night of Champions will be the 5th, right? Those are the 4 originals. You got Night of Champions. The concept is great. Every championship on the line. But WWE, this year with 2015, I don't know if it's Night of Garbage, Night of Boredom, Night of Trash, Night of, I don't believe I'm wasting my fucking time on a Sunday night for 3 hours. I don't know, man. This is a Night of Champions. Night of Champions. I want you guys to fucking listen to that. Night of Champions. Let's see who is not a champion on this card. Let's see. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Braun Strowman. You got Dolph Ziggler, Rusev, Neville, Lucha Dragon, Stardust, The Ascension. These people should not even be on the fucking pay-per-view that's entitled Night of Champions. I gave you the absolute perfect way to book Night of Champions. It should be the one night in the calendar year you separate from everything else, man. You have championships on the main roster, okay? You had weeks, what the heck, 4 or 5 weeks to build this pay-per-view? 4 or 5 weeks to build this pay-per-view, right? You could have had the NXT title on the line. You could have had the fucking women's title on the line from NXT. You could have had the NXT tag team titles on the line. But no, we got to get Dolph Ziggler and Rusev in a fucking repeat of Days of Our Lives live on pay-per-view on the WWE Network. That's what we're getting. That's your Night of Champions pay-per-view, people. We're getting Neville and the Lucha Dragons versus Stardust in the Ascension on the kickoff show. We're getting a fucking 6-man tag that I'm fucking highly concerned about with Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and a mystery partner versus Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. Neither of these teams are champions. The fuck are they doing on the card? Okay? WWE is so fucking thick-headed, and I don't give a fuck what they do, man. They could do whatever they want. I'm the loser on YouTube on this video every fucking week complaining about they should be doing this. They should be doing that. What the fuck are they doing? Nobody listens to me. What the fuck do I know? I'm on here giving you guys solid ideas about what WWE is doing, and they do everything the complete opposite. Okay? Night of Garbage is what this pay-per-view should be called. You got 2 matches that this pay-per-view has been built off of, and they both involve the same guy. They both involve the same guy. You got Seth Rollins defending the U.S. title, and you got Seth Rollins defending the WWE title against a 56-year-old man. And in the other match, he's fighting John Cena, which should be opening the show, by the way. I hope WWE goes that route and opens the show with John Cena and Seth Rollins, all right? But do you guys get my point? Do you get my frustration about Night of Champions? WWE, instead of giving us Night of Garbage and Night of Rematches and Night of just completely wasting our fucking time, they could have gave us something special, man. You have a third brand. I was going to say the second brand. I don't watch SmackDown. What the fuck do I care about SmackDown? You got a fucking third brand that is an independent promotion within a major promotion, and it's the hottest fucking independent promotion in the United States, man. With Ring of Honor being number 2 and TNA floating off in the middle of fucking nowhere, man. Probably being canceled after Bound for Glory. So, I don't understand why WWE didn't give us championship matches to fill out this card, man. It would have made it a lot special. I know the WWE Network is $9.99 and you're getting these pay-per-views, but that doesn't give the WWE the right to gyp us, to screw us, to fuck us. It doesn't give them the right, man. You know, each and every pay-per-view should be special. You know, there was a saying back in the WWE, man, when I was watching growing up on actual traditional pay-per-view. Anything can happen in the WWE. Nobody does pay-per-view like the WWE. That was the actual, I'm not fucking kidding you. That was word for word. Nobody does pay-per-view like the WWE. And I don't know why they went against that saying. I don't know why they go against that motto. Now, pay-per-view in WWE is like a second Raw during the week when it happens, during the pay-per-view week. I don't understand it. I really don't. And I wish WWE would wisen up and realize the solid ideas that they have instead of being fucking lazy about it. You know? Why must you gyp us? Why must we get a half-ass fucking pay-per-view with a pay-per-view card that's being built around one guy and 2 matches? Why? I just don't get it. This is like me going to fucking an Italian restaurant, right? Just picture this. Going to an Italian restaurant, you're sitting down, the waiter comes over and gives you that fucking freshly baked bread with a little side of butter, right? Hot, right from the oven. You place your order, you get a fucking appetizer, which is a bowl of minestrone soup, or whatever the fuck else these Italian restaurants are serving nowadays. I prefer the soup or salad. Nice iceberg, lettuce, salad, carrots, olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever, man. Side of vinaigrette dressing, and the bowl of soup. Give me it all. Then you order your fucking meal. Rigatoni with a side of meatballs. Give me some more bread, please, with that fucking great, nice, salted butter, right? Finish your fucking meal, then you go for dessert. Listen, buddy, I'll take a nice slice of homemade New York-style cheesecake. Boom. There's your dinner and dessert. Plus, on top of the cheesecake, give me a cappuccino. There you got it, man. There you got it. That's what WWE pay-per-view should be. Now, the pay-per-view that we're getting, listen, buddy, we're getting stale bread. We're getting half a fucking salad that was eaten by the last fucking guy. They're just recycling it. Hey, here's your fucking half-eaten salad. The dressing is not vinaigrette. It's some fucking blue cheese ranch mixture that tastes like shit, right? Then you get your fucking dinner. Rigatoni's fucking overcooked. It's like glue. And then you don't get any meatballs. And then you don't get any fucking cheesecake. They bring out a little fruit cup. And no, the coffee, fuck cappuccino. You're getting fucking dino-like coffee that's 6 days old. That's WWE pay-per-view for you. Really, that's WWE pay-per-view in a nutshell. And if you don't believe me, and if you don't agree with me, I don't know what else to fucking tell you, man. Because I've been watching the product for 25 plus fucking years. I know WWE better than WWE knows WWE. They are failing at every fucking thing that they do. And it's sickening as a fan to see this bullshit. And I haven't even gone over the fucking matches yet. I'm sitting here for fucking 12 minutes, 13 minutes, ranting about fucking WWE. This is what you're getting. This is what you are getting. Okay? Hope you guys are enjoying that. Alright, now let's get on to the fucking review. Alright, Seth Rollins versus Sting, 56 years old, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Sting looks incredible. He looks in great shape. And then Seth Rollins in the opening, which I hope WWE gives us at Night of Champions on Sunday, will be defending his United States title against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins versus Seth Rollins. I wish we were getting Seth Rollins versus Seth Rollins. Fucking Christ, John Cena again, man. Who the fuck wants to see John Cena? Seth Rollins versus John Cena for the United States Championship. Seth Rollins is walking out with at least one title. That's my prediction. I know I predicted Seth Rollins to lose both titles. I will not be surprised if he loses both titles. I can see Sting as the WWE Champion. I don't know why not. I think it would be great for business. I think it would be great for Monday Night Raw. I think it would be great for fucking pay-per-view going forward to close out 2015. I've said it for weeks now. John Cena versus Sting is money because you're not going to build the Survivor Series the way it should be built. Why not give us John Cena versus Sting at Survivor Series? And then on the same card, you give us The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Because The Undertaker made his debut at the Survivor Series. Why not end Brock Lesnar at that pay-per-view, man? Seriously, that's money right there. I think WWE should do it. And WWE is not going to build the Survivor Series off the traditional 4-on-4 elimination tag team matches. Why not give us the fucking match that we all want to see? That makes sense. Sting versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Why not have John Cena win the title? And then have John Cena go on to WrestleMania. And have The Undertaker fight John Cena at WrestleMania. And The Undertaker win the WWE title, man. I think The Undertaker deserves one more title reign before he retires. Jim Ross is saying that The Undertaker is not retiring at WrestleMania 32. That WrestleMania 32 in Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium will not be his last pay-per-view for the company. Great. Nobody wants to see The Undertaker retire. No matter how old he is, man, he's 51 years old. But he's better than everybody in his age bracket. He's still fit. He still looks great. He can still go. He can pull off fucking diving leg drops on the apron. He can still move around the ring. Yes, he's old, but nobody wants to see The Undertaker retire. Why not give him one more fucking reign, man? I'm sure he can wrestle a Brock Lesnar-like schedule. He doesn't need to appear at every pay-per-view. He doesn't need to defend the title every pay-per-view. If WWE did such an amazing job with the United States Championship, those kind of secondary titles can close pay-per-views if you have the right people in those roles. John Cena fits that role perfectly with the United States Championship. You know, people are hot to see the secondary titles being defended in main event spots, man. Gotta do the same thing with the IC title. Can't have Ryback holding that motherfucker. Nobody gives a fuck about the IC title. That's why everybody wants Kevin Owens to win. We'll talk about that in a second. But I predicted that Seth Rollins could lose both matches because Triple H and Seth Rollins are pretty much on a collision course. And I don't know how long this is going to drag out. I don't know whether this match is going to happen at the Royal Rumble. I don't know whether this match is going to happen at WrestleMania. But all we know is that it's coming. Okay? The frustration of Seth Rollins is going to meet the frustration of Triple H. And they're going to have a match. Seth Rollins is going to turn face. I don't know what WWE has planned for this, but it's coming. So that's why I initially stated that I could see Seth Rollins losing both titles. Sting and John Cena. It is what it is, man. If Seth Rollins does keep one, I see him keeping the world title. And Sting goes on to win by some kind of fucking count out or DQ. You know the main event's going to have some fucked up finish because that's what WWE does best. Why? Why are we watching a 3-hour pay-per-view and we get no fucking clear-cut winner in the main event of every fucking pay-per-view? Because fuck you, that's why. That's what WWE says, man. I don't give a fuck about the fans. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's our show. You're paying $9.99. Shut the fuck up and enjoy your fucking $10 pay-per-view. So I could see Sting winning by something like that. I know Seth Rollins probably going to keep the world title. John Cena going to win back the United States Championship because the United States Championship right now is losing a lot of momentum being held by Seth Rollins. John Cena needs that title back. It needs to be defended. It needs to be brought back up. John Cena needs to be doing what he's doing with that title before he lost it to Seth Rollins. So that's what I see happening right there. WWE Tag Team Championship, New Day and the Dudleys. I do not see the Dudleys winning it yet. It would make no sense. Why would you give the New Day the tag team titles again and in less than 2 months have them lose it and drop it to the Dudley Boys? Doesn't make sense, man. The Dudley Boys, listen, you guys need to know something about the challengers chasing the championships. A storyline hasn't even developed yet between these two teams, all right? The Dudley Boys are going to look even better when the chase is happening, and when it finally reaches its boiling point, then that's when you pull the trigger and give the Dudleys a 9 or 10 time tag team title reign for them in WWE. Makes no sense to take it off the New Day right now. New Day is getting hotter and hotter as the weeks go on. They're the most entertaining trio. They are the most entertaining superstars on the roster right now, period. I love Big E's entrance. Feel the power and, you know, his voice in the intro. I love it. Xavier Woods, very energetic. I mean, he needs to tone it down at ringside. I don't want to see him playing a fucking trumpet by ringside. You know, be there in a managerial role. You don't gotta act like a fucking clown each and every time you go out there. But I do enjoy his act. Kofi Kingston looks to be having a fucking blast after years of just fucking floating around in nothingness. He's looking like he's having a good time. I think the New Day wins this match and retains the tag team championships. But in the end, just like every great face team going against a great heel team, The faces here, chasing the champions. The Dudleys will get their title reign. It's coming, but I don't think it's right right now to take the belts off the New Day after you just gave it to them a couple of months back. And I think the New Day is going to retain here against the Dudleys. Going to be a great match. Going to be a very entertaining match. But I see the New Day retaining the Tag Team Championships at Night of Champions. Intercontinental Championship, Ryback versus Kevin Owens. And for the love of God, Ryback needs to drop this belt. Seriously, Ryback, number one, is awful. I don't give a fuck how many people come to me and defend Ryback. Oh, JD, he's worked so hard, man. No, he didn't work at nothing. I don't give a shit. Kevin Owens, and no, he's not a fat slob, you clowns. No, Kevin Owens is not the man who can't wrestle. Kevin Owens, number one, is a dick, and I love it. Number two, Kevin Owens is a fucking champion. Number three, Kevin Owens would bring the proper prestige back to the Intercontinental Championship. Nobody wants Ryback as champion if you're a fucking wrestling fan. If you got a fucking brain in that thick skull of yours, why are you entertained by Ryback? The man cut one of the worst fucking promos of the year on Monday Night Raw, singing Elvis in the middle of the fucking ring. Or whatever the fuck he was saying. Was it Elvis? Was it fucking Tom Waits? Who the fuck was he saying? I don't fucking... It was some country star, man. I believe it was Elvis. Country music blows. Number one. Ryback should not be fucking singing. Number two, Ryback shouldn't even have a fucking mic in his hand. Period. Number three, nobody gives a fuck what Ryback has to say if he indeed does have a microphone in his hand. I don't want to hear him talk. Okay? Why he's the Intercontinental Champion to begin with is fucking mind-boggling. I would rather see a cardboard cutout of fucking X-Pac or fucking Michael Cole as the Intercontinental Champion than Ryback. Seriously. I don't know why I mentioned X-Pac. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking about X-Pac for. But I would rather see a fucking cardboard cutout of nearly anybody on the WWE roster, the Intercontinental Champion, compared to Ryback. Seriously. Kevin Owens needs to win the belt. Okay, Kevin Owens needs to be the Intercontinental Champion. Number one, it gives him something to do. Number two, the Intercontinental title will be brought back into a beautiful and lovely, prestigious light. We'll have a fighting champion. We'll have somebody who embodies what a fighting champion really should be. We'll have somebody who knows how to tell a great story in the ring, because Ryback can't fucking tell a wrist lock from a wristwatch, just like Bobby Heenan used to say. Okay? So Kevin Owens needs to win this belt, and if the WWE was smart, they would say, you know what? Daniel Bryan's been cleared by what? How many doctors now? 3, 4 doctors? Why don't we put him back in the ring and give the WWE audience a fucking feud that they can finally sink their teeth into, man? Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental title. Can you imagine the fucking matches that we would get with Bryan and Owens, man? Bryan has an easy story for him to fucking weasel himself into, man. Listen, he lost the belt. Oh, he didn't lose the belt. He gave up the belt. He wants to come back. He wants the belt. He knows Kevin Owens and the road he took, because it's the similar road that Daniel Bryan took to get to WWE. There you go. It doesn't need fucking all these different loops and fucking avenues and turns and fucking confusing the fan and bullshit and fucking Ryback singing. You don't need none of that. It's two men who were born and bred on the same fucking road to get to WWE, and they're fighting over a belt that was held by legends. Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, the British Bulldog, Ultimate Warrior, the list goes on and on. I don't understand why WWE doesn't think the way a normal fan does, man. Kevin Owens needs to win this match, period. I don't give a fuck what you think about Ryback. I don't give a shit how you love Ryback and he's worked so hard, Ryback. Please, get him off my TV. He's getting annoying. And he doesn't embody what a champion is, man. He's a roided fucking freak, and he doesn't belong with the Intercontinental Championship, period. And what I'm afraid of is that he beat Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw. God knows what WWE Creative is thinking if they give Ryback a WWE Championship match. For the love of God. You're going to put fucking Seth Rollins, who's a fucking class act, in the middle of that ring against Ryback, who can barely fucking fly off the top rope correctly. Please, please, save me the fucking embarrassment of turning my head away from my TV. I don't want to see it. Kevin Owens needs to win the Intercontinental title. He's my pick. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte. We'll talk about that during Monday Night Raw. At this point, I really don't fucking care. Charlotte's going to win the title. Why? Because we'll talk about why when we talk about Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and the third man. Whoever the third fucking man is. At this point, please, make me the third man. I would fucking fit that role better than anybody else WWE's currently thinking right now. Because I'm fucking petrified at what WWE is thinking. I'm having fucking sleepless nights over what WWE is thinking, man. I'm having fucking nightmares. Nightmares. Okay? Can't sleep. I'm fucking drooling in my sleep. I'm fucking tossing and turning in my sleep over the thought of who the third man is. Alright? This is who the third man possibly could be, according to WWE.com. Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan, which would make sense. Which would make sense. The Rock, which I don't see happening. I don't see happening. Why would The Rock, of all people, come back for Night of Champions? Why? Why? Don't know. Chris Jericho, I could see it. The Undertaker, not happening. Ryback, I don't know why WWE is mentioning Ryback when he's on the fucking pay-per-view, defending the title against Kevin Owens. Heath Slater, I don't know where WWE.com is getting Heath Slater from. I don't know. Is he still on the roster? Is he still on the payroll? I thought he was in charge of catering. Why is he being listed on WWE.com as the third man? I don't know. Because he was in 3MB and the number 3 coincides with the number 3 being the third man? That's probably WWE's logic. Guarantee it. And an NXT superstar. Baron Corbin was ruled out by Dave Meltzer. It was all fucking photoshopped. So the fucking news article that I posted on Off the Script a couple weeks back was all fake. Great. All fake. So an NXT superstar won't be Baron Corbin. And besides Baron Corbin, there's nobody else on the roster that would fit the bill. So it's not going to be an NXT superstar. So out of this list, the most likely top 3. Eric Rowan, okay, Daniel Bryan, and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho could be, because he's had a feud with Bray Wyatt in the past. All right, Daniel Bryan would fit nicely there because he's had a history with the Wyatt family. Eric Rowan, the least likely of the 3 because he's out with injury, and I heard that he even has to go down to NXT developmental and, you know, shake off some ring rust. So I don't think he is going to be the third man. If it's Eric Rowan, please, hand me a half a bottle of NyQuil. I'll fucking film myself drinking that shit on Twitter, and I'll pass out live right in front of you during Night of Champions, man. That would be more entertaining than Eric Rowan coming out being the third man. Now, listen to this, and this is the part that gives me fucking nightmares. This is the part that's been giving me sleepless nights, guys. Listen to this. With Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose claiming they have found a tag team partner for their upcoming 6-man tag team match at Night of Champions against the Wyatts, more speculation has risen as to who it could be. Eric Rowan was brought up as a possibility, but he's out with injury. Former WWE Champion. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps just fucking reading this to you guys, man, because I can't fucking stand it. I might fucking vomit all over my keyboard right now. Former WWE Champion Kane is one of the few names that has been brought up as a possibility with the idea of a monster on each team. Kane on Reigns and Ambrose's team, while Braun Strowman would serve as the monster for the Wyatts. Oh my God, man. Where do these creative meetings happen, man? I think I just need to fucking infiltrate the meeting and fucking bust down the door and be like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? Kane? I'm speechless. I got nothing to say. I swear to God, if Kane is announced as the third man, the pay-per-view instantly gets a 1. Everything that happens on the pay-per-view will automatically be fucking flushed down the toilet. Why? Because Kane is announced as the third man. I would rather watch fucking an entire season handcuffed to a fucking steel chair with no fucking food or beverage. I'd rather watch an entire season of fucking Dawson's Creek. I'd rather sit down and watch fucking Allie say cheeky for 3 hours than watch Kane be announced as the third man. If Kane is announced as the third man, I think everyone in WWE creative needs to be fucking terminated. Seriously. You, out of 29, 30 guys, not have one fucking brain between 30 heads. Kane, he has nothing to do with these fucking people. He was tossed off TV because of Seth Rollins. So you're gonna bring him back? Oh, yeah, Seth Rollins put me on the shelf. Let's fucking forget about that one. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. If Kane is announced as the third man, I'm fucking going off. Seriously. If it ain't either Jericho or Daniel Bryan, I'm going off. Seriously. I think that would be a great way to bring Daniel Bryan back and then have him go somewhere else and turn his attention to somewhere else. Jericho would be great. One night, whatever. He's got a history with Bray Wyatt. Is what it is. Let's make it happen. Anybody but Eric Rowan and fucking Kane. Please. I don't know where they get Ryback and Heath Slater from either. Please. WWE's absolutely out of their fucking minds. Dolph Ziggler and Rusev. Nobody fucking cares, man. I swear to God. Whoever fucking penned this angle is either watching General Hospital or Days of Our Lives. Oh, let me write this down, man. That's a good idea. Yeah, we can involve Dolph Ziggler and Rusev with Summer Rae. Yeah, I got news on this, too. Nobody fucking cares. I got news on this later on the weekend. Who's going to win this one? I don't know. Does anybody fucking care? Seriously, does anybody fucking care? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. It's happening on Night of Champions. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. WWE Kickoff Show. Neville and the Lucha Dragons versus Stardust and the Ascension. Hey, great. Yeah, but Dolph Ziggler and Rusev is on the main show. Why is that not on the kickoff show? And we see Neville and the Lucha Dragons, who I actually enjoy, versus Stardust and the Ascension on the actual show. Because fuck you, that's why. WWE Kickoff Show, Neville and the Lucha Dragons versus Stardust and the Ascension. Neville and Lucha Dragons, I'm going there with the victory. Probably won't even watch it. I don't fucking care, but it's on the pre-show regardless. Now, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. New Day versus the Primetime Players. All right? That happened there. New Day beat the Primetime Players. Primetime Players got their rematch. Apparently, the winner of this match was going to go on to fight the Dudleys at Night of Champions. New Day ended up coming out victorious. The right team won here. But this was the show that was labeled as the season premiere. Nothing but fucking code word, for fuck you, because WWE needs these gimmicks and these fucking phrases and this whatever, a phrase to go along with 3-hour shows to fucking hook in the viewer or try to hook in the viewer. Yeah, Monday Night Football's on. We're in the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. What fucking season? What season? So the week before that was the season finale, right? I didn't hear nothing about a season finale, but this week we're hearing season premiere. If last week was the season finale, please, go fuck yourself, because that was the worst season finale I think I've ever heard, man. Nothing but a fucking gimmick, because Monday Night Football is around, so WWE is like, oh yeah, Monday Night Football is around, let's load up the show with Sting and fucking season premiere, and let's start the show off with a tag team title match. Nobody cares about any of this fucking garbage. Sasha Banks versus Paige. Sasha Banks beat Paige with the bank statement. I see Paige turning heel eventually. I don't know what's going on there. I see Charlotte winning the title and then Paige turning on Charlotte. And Team PCB sounds like a fucking medication I go to get over the counter at Rite Aid. Fucking PCB, I see an internal fucking combustion there. See that team splitting up. Paige turning heel, that's my prediction. But Sasha Banks beat Paige with the bank statement. John Cena versus Sheamus. Why this match happened, I don't fucking know. Please. John Cena versus... Why is this match happening? Why did this match... This match had absolutely no implications on anything concerning John Cena or Sheamus. Sheamus is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He lost. John Cena obviously got the win here because he needed to go into Night of Champions looking strong. But why were these men fighting if nothing is on the line? Why would the viewer at home care about what happened with John Cena and Sheamus? Really? Really? Nothing. There's nothing there. Not to say that John Cena and Sheamus was it was a decent match, but why would I care about what they do? Seriously. Charlotte versus Nikki Bella. This is where my fucking blood started to boil. My fucking blood pressure went right through the roof, man. Charlotte and Nikki Bella, you've been hyping this match on Monday Night Raw for a week. You've been fucking hyping it on social media. You fucking had matches planned in advance for Monday Night Raw, which WWE should do a lot more often because it builds hype towards the next show. If WWE's going to announce a tag team title match and a women's championship and this and that happening on Monday Night Raw a week in advance, why don't you announce what's happening on the next week's show during this show? Because fuck you, that's why. I don't know why WWE doesn't go that route and get people excited and hooked into the next show. This is something they've been preaching about. Nikki Bella beating AJ Lee's record for the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. Whatever the case may be. Charlotte wanted the match on Monday Night Raw because she wanted to break the record. Okay, she knew the importance of it. She wanted to be the one to break the fucking streak and not have Nikki beat AJ's title reign, okay? But when we get down to it, the match is going, and what happened? The next thing you know, you see fucking Brie Bella slip in the ring wearing the same fucking outfit as Nikki Bella, right? Wasn't Nikki Bella wearing red? Nikki Bella was wearing red, I believe, but Brie Bella was wearing the same outfit but black. Brie Bella was pinned. Charlotte won the belt. The referee is oblivious to everything that's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. Charlotte's crying in the ring. Ric Flair's fucking celebrating. New Divas champion right now. Oh, fuck you. Stephanie McMahon comes down. You can't pin the other sister who is not in the match and win the title. So therefore, Nikki Bella breaks the record. Nikki Bella will then go on to have a rematch at Night of Champions against Charlotte. And if there's any outside interference at all, if Nikki Bella loses the match by any means necessary, she will lose the belt. Number one, what this tells me is that WWE needed a championship match for Night of Champions. So they had Nikki Bella win so they can get their championship match and fill out another fucking 15 minutes on the pay-per-view. Number two, I'm sure John Cena had something to say about his girlfriend breaking the record. I'm sure he had something to say about it because that was the fucking report about everything before with Nikki Bella. That Charlotte was supposed to win the title. John Cena overlooked it. You know, he didn't want it to happen. You know, Nikki Bella was close to breaking the record. So this is what I just envision happen backstage. You know, have Nikki break the record. Have my girlfriend be the number one diva with the shittiest reign of all time, defending the title 5 times during the year. How many pay-per-views have we had? We're in September. That's 9 pay-per-views. So she I'm pretty sure the title wasn't defended on any pay-per-view this month, or this year, rather. So 5 times this year. Have her break the record, but I'm okay with her losing the belt at Night of Champions, as long as she breaks AJ Lee's record. That's what I just envision happening. How many times have we seen the same ending with the Bella Twins, man? Is that all WWE can come up with? That's lazy. That goes to show you who's writing the fucking script and who's coming up with ideas for Monday Night Raw, man. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Cesaro beat Rusev in a match with a small package. Nobody gives a fuck. Cesaro is going down. He beat Rusev. Nobody fucking cares. At the end of the match, Ziggler comes down and presents Summer Rae with a gift. She looks at it. He puts it on the announce table. Rusev was pinned. He's fucking throwing a temper tantrum on the outside. Summer Rae with one hand behind her back, fucking escorting Rusev to the back. If I was Rusev, I'd like, bitch, what the fuck? What are you holding your fucking hand behind your back for? You mean to tell me he didn't see Summer Rae with a gift in her hand, walking like this to the back? Come on, man. Absolutely fucking pathetic. And then Summer Rae opens it up. Who the fuck knows what was in it? A ring, a pair of earrings, a necklace. Does anybody fucking care? No. Sting beat Big Show via disqualification when Seth Rollins interfered. And then, oh my god, here comes the unbelievable, most original fucking ending to Monday Night Raw ever! Sting and John Cena versus Big Show and Seth Rollins in a tag team match main event. First of all, do you want to know why Monday Night Raw is fucking on nightmarish levels? Because Big Show was advertised during the entire show to be in the main event versus Sting. I don't give a fuck what their history was. It's Big Show. It's Big Show. I don't give a fuck who was on Monday Night Football, man. You could have had 2 fucking Little League teams playing. I'm sure it was more fucking impressive than Big Show versus Sting, man. For the love of God. Monday Night Raw will continue to be the fucking Titanic of professional wrestling unless the Big Show is off main event television, man. I'm sorry. You have how many fucking talented individuals on the roster for Sting to go against? And Sting versus Big Show is the only thing you can come up with. Yeah, I'm gonna stick through a 3-hour show to see Sting and Big Show. Really? Really? Please, hand me the NyQuil and fucking put me to sleep. I swear to God, if I ever met Big Show, I would tell him to his face, Show, I'm sure you're a fucking great individual, but please, I'd rather you knock me out with a closed fist than watch any match that you're in on Monday Night Raw. Please, for the love of God, get off my fucking television. Monday Night Raw was fucking awful, and Monday Night Raw really needed, I swear to God, I hope the ratings tank. I hope the ratings fucking tank, because then and only then will Vince McMahon see, you know what, well, change has got to be made. No, buddy, changes should have been made, but you waited too long, and now nobody really cares at all. Nobody. Monday Night Raw needs to be overhauled. Big time. I don't know what they got to do. I don't know who they got to get rid of, but Monday Night Raw is fucking shameful each and every week, man. I'm done with it. That's your fucking off the script. I don't know how long I've been here. I really don't. Feels like I've been here for fucking an hour. But that's your off the script. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about that. Hit that thumbs up. If you guys want to fucking follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. If you're new to the channel, fucking, I want you to F5 that motherfucker. F5 that subscribe button and take that bitch to Suplex City, man. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Off the Script. I'll be back with part 2, as always, for you Saturday morning. Until then, this is JD for the #1 fucking source right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be right back here on Saturday morning with Off the Script. Talk to you guys later.